22 facts that'll change the way you watch Game of Thrones. Game of Thrones continues to impress us with its plot twists. Stories from behind the scenes of our favorite TV show can be just as interesting as the main plot lines. We explored some fun facts about the series that you haven't yet heard. Watch the video till the end to learn a surprising reason why Jon Snow will probably never be killed in the show.
I don't know how to say thank you in Dothraki.
There is no word for thank you in Dothraki.
Number 22. You can learn the Dothraki language. Do you want to speak like Khal Drogo? It's easy. The Dothraki language has a vocabulary of over 3,000 words and continues to grow. The language was created by David Joshua Peterson for the TV series. The success of Game of Thrones increased the number of people who want to learn Dothraki. Number 21. Serve your own pigeon pie. We all remember the famous pigeon pie served at King Joffrey's wedding feast. The recipe for the pie was not created by George R.R. Martin. He borrowed it from the 16th century author Giovanni de Rosselli. On the set of the series, the pie was real.
Do you know how many steps there are in the Citadel?
No.
15,782.
Number 20. Game of Thrones is becoming a Harvard class. A Game of Thrones themed history course will examine the history and culture of the medieval world that the series relies on. Students will learn medieval history through the lens of one of the TV's biggest phenomena. Number 19. It's the most pirated show. Game of Thrones hit all the possible ratings and became the most pirated TV series of all time. A huge amount of people illegally downloaded the show from torrent sites. For several years in a row, Game of Thrones has topped the list of the most pirated shows.
The mother of dragons, the Khaleesi of the great grass sea, the unburnt, the breaker of chains.
Number 18. Mother of Slugs. In 2013, scientists explored Brazilian shores and discovered a new species of sea slug. The discoverers chose a very unusual name, Tritonia khaleesi, after the title Khaleesi used by the fictional character Daenerys Targaryen. Number 17. No audition for Tyrion. Peter Dinklage did not even have to audition for the part of Tyrion Lannister. The directors had him in mind before the start of the show. He also suggested to producers that his friend Lena Headey be cast as Cersei Lannister.
Look at him!
Number 16. George Bush's head on a spike. In one episode, one of the spikes at the Red Keep displays the prosthetic head of a former president. The producers explained that this was not meant as a political statement, but rather the use of material that happened to be at hand. HBO apologized for this shot. Number 15. A mixtape dedicated to Game of Thrones. HBO recorded an official album of rap songs dedicated to Game of Thrones.
There aren't 1,000 blades. There aren't even 200. I've counted.
Number 14. HBO sells the Iron Throne. The directors of the show sell replicas of the actual Iron Throne for $30,000, height 7 feet 2 inches, and weight 350 pounds. Great! Now anyone can feel like the king of the Seven Kingdoms. Number 13. Gandalf's sword is in the Iron Throne. A replica of Gandalf's sword from The Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit is forged inside the Iron Throne.
Hodor.
Number 12. 70 ways to say Hodor. Christian Nairn might not have the most complex lines on the show, but he sure had to practice the pronunciation of Hodor. He mastered 70 ways of pronouncing his character's name depending on his mood. 70 different ways. Can you imagine? Number 11. Madonna goes full Khaleesi. Madonna is actually another Game of Thrones fan, like all of us. She asked the directors of the show to lend her a famous Daenerys costume to celebrate the Jewish holiday of Purim. Number 10. A message in Sansa's dress. The costumes and dresses in the TV series are skillfully made and perfectly suit the occasions for which they are worn. There is always an implicit meaning to every outfit. For example, Sansa's clothing has sent very deliberate messages to her allies and her enemies on multiple occasions. Her wedding dress tells us her life story. A trout and a wolf on the belt mean that she was born in House Stark and House Tully. The lion on the back means that she now belongs to House Lannister. Number 9. Maester Aemon's actor is also blind. Peter Vaughan, the actor who played Maester Aemon, was almost blind like his character on the show. Vaughan recently died with his family around him. Now his watch is over. Number 8. Myrcella and Tommen date in real life. Amy Richardson and Dean Charles Chapman, who both played Cersei's children, became a couple in real life. Number 7. Jon Snow and Arya Stark's original romance plot. According to the author of the saga, George R.R. Martin, he had a dramatic romance in store for Jon and Arya. What can we say? We are very thankful that he gave up the idea and mapped out Jon and Arya as bonded outcasts of the Stark clan instead of tormented lovers.
You know nothing, Jon Snow.
Number 6. 4 characters for 1 actor. Ian White has portrayed 4 characters in Game of Thrones: a White Walker, a nameless giant, Sir Gregor Clegane, and the giant Wun-Wun. Number 5. Catelyn Stark is the mother of Hermione Granger. Michelle Fairley was very dramatic in portraying the strong and proud character Catelyn Stark, but there were few who noticed that she also played Hermione's mother in the Harry Potter series.
Obliviate.
Number 4. Viserys is related to Dickens. Harry Lloyd is an actor with Dickens in his blood. He happens to be a direct descendant of the author. Number 3. Theon is Lily Allen's brother. Alfie Allen is best known for portraying Theon Greyjoy in Game of Thrones. He is also the older brother of famous singer Lily Allen. She was also invited to take part in the series, but turned down the chance to play Princess Yara Greyjoy alongside her brother.
Shame. Shame.
Number 2. The Walk of Shame was real. Most people considered Cersei's Walk of Shame to be humiliating and horrible. Her grueling public shaming was based on a real-life incident. George R.R. Martin revealed that he was inspired by a case from medieval Britain. The mistress of King Edward IV was punished in this way after Edward died. Number 1. Young George R.R. Martin looks like Jon Snow. Fans of the TV series have a lot of theories about Jon Snow's destiny, some based on the obvious similarity between Martin and the young King of the North. Does it mean that he won't kill Jon Snow? So, which episode of Game of Thrones is your favorite? Which character do you like the most? Share your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to hit the like button below the video and click subscribe to join us on the bright side of life.